California, and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Hot.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
The 49ers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Throwing again is Purdy. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Eagles are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Man in motion is Brown. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hurts working in the pistol. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 23, here's second and 9.
Get set.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Third down. Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 29-yard line.
Great, set. And anyone, yeah?
On first down, it's Hurts. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
USC on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 49ers' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Moving outside the pocket. That is on. What a job on the scramble. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. That his second TD catch of the season. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Go.
Purdy to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk. A pickup of 44 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. It takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Get set, start.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5.
Outside. 18, watch out. 21. Watch the back on this play. Watch the back on this play.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Get set. 18.
Here's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. And the Eagles 9 yards.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Purdy works out of the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Third and goal.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out.
They'll throw again with Purdy.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? How fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Great, set.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
Delta.
A first down throw for Hurts. His throw left side is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Moving to his right. That is caught back quarter of the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his second touchdown of the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
On first and 10, Purdy. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Brown now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Barkley. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that mark. First down, Philadelphia.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 35 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's into the end zone. What a response. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Get set, get set.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Hey, Silver.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's across the field to the 49-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Hurts. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his second touchdown tonight.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Brown now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down,
No
Eagles.
touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. On the move past the 40. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles stretch things out even further. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. Whoa! Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
It's your money, y'all. I put money down. I'm not about it.
Get set. Up.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7.
Outside. Right around outside. Turn.
Purdy will give it to McCaffrey on the draw. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. On 18. Yellow. Up.
To throw, Purdy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Carter. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Great. Yanni. And anyone. Tiger.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9.
Out. On anyone. 73.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and a yard. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Pick up there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Great.
First down, Philadelphia.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. His kick is perfect. And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now Watkins on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Purdy on first down. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's going to be third. They need one. Here's Purdy again. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And the defense can't find the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the 49ers.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing again is Purdy. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Get set. Watch out.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass up, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Caught. This is Ayuk. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Makes it third and 8.
Yellow. Get set.
Again in the air for Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the They're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Niners first down. Here's McCaffrey. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
The 49er.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through three. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will get just a bit closer.
17.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
He'll get this out wide. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's catch number 5 tonight. And it's good for a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Watch out!
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Searching forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of those shortcomings elsewhere.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Get set! Stop!
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Yellow. Outside. Outside. Yellow. Stop.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Get set! Big play, watch out! Stop.
On second down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
3rd and 7.
Get set.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Great.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Has some room inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Eagles.
Great.
A run with Barkley. for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
49ers 24.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
21, 21, 18.
Tighten up.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. This one intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And this is a slight improvement over the previous plays. They're going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.